ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to one of 4 final videos for the year of 2017. My name is Brian, and this is actually the second one that's going up today, as I already uploaded the Super Sunday episode with Cheetah. And this one, as you can tell from the title, is my 10 favorite gear abilities in Injustice 2. Now, the reason why I'm putting this here and not waiting until Enchantress and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles come out is because we have 36 out of the 38 characters in Injustice 2, and I'm going to be honest with you, I would not be surprised if the abilities for Enchantress and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles don't really beat these guys, because a lot of these abilities I've had for a long time, and they haven't really been beaten since. And, of course, this is my personal opinion on my 10 favorite abilities. There's a lot of abilities that were really good that I wanted to add on, but I've got 3 honorable mentions as is, and to be completely frank, that's probably more than enough. So I'm not going to do the traditional top 10 thing because it's not really in any order. So let's get on with it, shall we? First on the list is the Call of Marius. Aquaman augments his trident with this ability, allowing him to do double the chip damage. Now, Aquaman is kind of infamous for having deadly block strings, and this just makes it even worse. Remember, Aquaman can use this ability to double the chip damage that he unleashes with any trident attack, including Meter Burn Trident Rush, which means you're going to be losing a lot of health to this guy if you don't decide to just let go. Now, in the mirror matchup, Aquaman actually gets a bit of an advantage here because of how Water of Life works. If Aquaman blocks with Water of Life on, he takes normal unblocked damage, which gets doubled under Call of Marius. That's crazy. Next up, we have the Cat Call. This is an ability that allows Catwoman to summon her cat Isis, thus allowing her to rain hell with fury and fur and claws. I don't script these things, don't worry about it. Using this ability locks the opponent into hit stun for over 130 frames. In short, 2 seconds. You're locked into this after you're hit by the cat, allowing Catwoman to unleash some deadly combos. And don't think you can get away from this just by blocking. This cat is plus 27 on block, at least if the frame data is correct, which in theory means that you're locked there for a sizable period of time after you get hit. It's crazy talk. Next up, we've got Fist Frenzy, the Meter Burn Fists of Fury. I was debating between this one and Speed NATO, but when you can do stuff like this, yeah, this is the definite winner. Fist Frenzy allows the Flash to extend combos or even start combos with Fists of Fury for 1 bar. And you can even use Meter Burn Lightning Kicks before or after you use Meter Burn Fists of Fury, which allows for crazy combo shenanigans. Next up, we've got the Bola Arrow for Green Arrow. This replaces the Boxing Glove Arrow, which in my opinion must mean it's got to be pretty damn good. And indeed it is. Taking up 2 slots for Green Arrow's abilities, much like Cat Call and a couple of other abilities on this list. Sorry. Green Arrow uses a Bola Arrow in order to restand and lock the opponent down, which basically makes it a better freeze arrow that also, by the way, does damage. If you unleash a freeze arrow as well, you can double lock down the opponent, which allows for some crazy combo situations. Now, next up is Barrier of Frost. This is an alternate trait like the Bola Arrow, but it only costs 1 of your ability slots. For Sub-Zero, this ability allows Sub-Zero to take 25% less damage on hit, absolutely no chip damage whatsoever, and more importantly, in Injustice 2, this allows Sub-Zero to dish damage to the opponent while being hit. Anytime that Sub-Zero is made contact with by strings or contact normals like Raiden's Electric Fly, or even a throw, even though not all of the hits of the throw get affected by Barrier of Frost, the opponent takes damage. And in the case of the Flash, the Fists of Fury become almost useless while you have the Barrier of Frost on, because it does more damage to the Flash than it does to Sub-Zero. This is crazy talk. And now, my boy Swamp Thing, finally shines. Trunk Punch Pull is an augment to Trunk Punch, allowing you to meter burn this attack in order to get a sort of single-use green thumb thing. Like, you can't heal twice or anything like that. But you get an armor-breaking normal that itself is armored in the garden now. That allows you to get any of your green thumb options. Your spiky thumb, your slam down into tree, or your big slam. That is awesome. I wish this was normal. Now, for Black Canary, her ability of choice that I picked for this pseudo top 10 video is Screech, which for a bar of meter lets Black Canary meter burn her Canary Cry to get the next level. So, as an example, level 1 becomes level 2, and level 2 becomes level 3. Meaning that, for instance, using this combo string here, once you only have level 1, once you finish the string and get into the next screen, wait a little bit in meter burn, you got level 3 much faster than the opponent would expect. And now this is where it gets really busted. Another 2-slot ability is in Powerless. Powerless allows Dr. Fate to shut down the opponent's abilities to meter burn anything for a period of time. Meter burn roll? Nope. Air escapes? Nuh-uh. Not gonna happen. Meter burn special moves? Good frickin' luck. Seriously, as long as that aura is around the opponent's head, the opponent can't meter burn anything. It's crazy talk. And the worst part is, there's no way to avoid this. Grounded, in the middle of an air escape, in the middle of a roll escape. Nuh-uh, you're locked down. Which means that if Dr. Fate gets you full screen like I did here, and he's able to unleash Powerless, which by the way has no real cooldown outside of when it wears out, you can unleash Powerless all day, and seriously, if Dr. Fate had this normally, he would be top 3, no problem. Now, Raiden has an alternate trait, much like Sub-Zero, that is a move that he has in another variation. The Static Traps. This was my personal favorite move in anything in Mortal Kombat X. It was the reason why I picked up Raiden. I love the idea of the Static Traps, especially considering that they still have the damage when you're near them property so that you can extend your combo damage. It isn't by much, only by about 20 points, but there's an interesting glitch where if you do a meter burn forward 3 or back 3 and just hold it, the trait orbs also get a 50% damage boost. That was not intentional, but that really has to sting. And finally, we have the very much coveted Staff of Grayson. This is, in my opinion, much better than Deadly Assault because I find Deadly Assault to be just a mediocre trait at best. But what it does allow Robin to do is it allows Robin to unleash the Staff of Grayson, which all of the Staff of Grayson normals and special moves you've kind of come to expect. And it also lets you combo sword shenanigans into staff shenanigans into sword shenanigans. I'm not that good at the game, so you're going to have to deal with fairly mediocre gameplay, but you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. It's crazy, the stuff that you can pull off with Robin in Staff of Grayson. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for my worst abilities in Injustice 2, and as always, don't forget to be awesome.